Are you a shy real estate investor who has nothing to offer their social network? I hear it all the time that new real estate investors, old real estate investors, they're so nervous. They have all these reasons to not post on social media. And here's why I, I don't believe that's true. When I first started my real estate investing career, started working in the real estate investment world, I had zero experience, like none whatsoever. I could build a house, renovations, kitchens, bathrooms, that whole thing. I could do that. But the transactional side, zero clue. Absolutely zero clue. But what I did know in the beginning was that I could talk to people. And that's what I did. I just talked with people every day. And I didn't go into those conversations trying to tell people what to do if I didn't know anything, right? What I did was I just listened and let others talk and provide some perspective on what they were telling me because, again, I had no idea. So really, it was just be a good listener, repeat what people were saying, and maybe offer some perspective of like, hey, I hear you said this, this, and this. I don't really have much experience, but what about trying X, Y, and Z? Again, I don't have any real world experience, but after listening to what you say, I have this outside perspective and maybe that would provide some value to people. And as time went on, I realized that I didn't have to have the answer to people's problem. Most people already have the answer to their issue. They just need a little bit of help uncovering it. Like I said, it's a different perspective of me just listening to the same things that are going on in other people's heads and repeating it back and just saying, hey, it sounds like this, and this. Like, what about X, Y, and Z? Or can you explain it again to me in a different way? And through that repetition and through that different just listening, I don't know, just listening to people. And that became the most valuable piece of information I could give folks. And I didn't have to provide any knowledge, right? All I had to do was listen. So if you're that type of investor who says, oh, I don't have anything to offer my social network, nobody cares about what I have to say, I'm going to challenge you and really say that's your ego trying to protect itself from not putting out something that is great compared to all of the other YouTube worlds. Because let's face it, what you put out is probably going to suck. And that's okay because nobody does anything great the first time. It takes tons of practice. So if you need help or you need that little push or you need some more accountability, hit me up in the chat. Say, hey, Bill, I need some help with accountability. I'd love to just jump on a phone call and listen and maybe give you a different perspective of, hey, I hear you say this, but what about this? And usually that's enough to just help you along the way. And that's what I would suggest. And that's why I make these videos is to do something that's not pretty, but that's not the point. The point is to just put it out there, let people know who you are and be genuine and try to help people that are 1, 2, 3, 4 steps behind you not make the same mistakes. That leads me to another thing I hear is, hey, I'm not going to do social media. I'm not going to post to my social network until I have achieved something. And I see a huge problem with that. And for 2 reasons. If you don't start when you're not busy, then you'll never start when you are busy, right? So if you've already achieved the greatness, you won't be able to document it correctly anyways. And again, it's going to be ugly. And maybe that'll prevent you from getting all of the people to see it that you want. You won't have that audience. YouTube won't know, or Facebook won't know who to show it to. That's why you start at the beginning of your journey. Start now and just document it. Secondly, If you think about all of the movies that are out there that everybody likes to watch, nobody really just wants to watch a movie of success. Like, that's boring. People want to watch the downs, the defeats, the triumphs, the defeats, the triumphs. And then they want to see the big old grand success at the end. So if you just give somebody success, what's the fun in that? So start posting, start engaging and interacting with your social network today, and be someone that can help the person you were yesterday. And don't worry about what you can offer, because you have zero idea how you can help someone. Just be yourself, and that will probably be enough to help them along to the next step. Peace.